Hi there, my name is Eli and welcome back to my channel, Jack Elijah. And for today's video, I have the new Rainbow High Slime Jade Hunter doll. And this is my third slime doll that I'll be taking a look at. But every time I go to Target and I see them in the aisle and I just look and I'm like, okay, what do they look like? I am a little bit drawn to them. And yeah, I know they're very much controversial, polarizing. Not a lot of people vibe with them and like them for very, very valid reasons. You know, loss of articulation, the glitter faces is another one, the basic outfit. So very, very valid and justifiable reasons. But sometimes, you know, there's a feeling inside that is a little bit intangible, inexplicable. You can't define it really and put any words to it. You just like something. And I don't know, I just like these dolls. I'm drawn to them despite all of their issues. So yeah, we're going to take a third look at these. And I think I'm going to really like Jade. I really do. I think she looks good. Wish she had a part line. She and Skylar do not have part lines, but it's fine. I can't believe the ones I keep buying are the ones with no part lines because those are usually the ones I don't want. Whatever. It's fine. We're here. We're already doing this. And like Sunny, she also has tons of tinsel. Hers is silver holographic-ish. Yeah, but I'm excited for her. I like Jade. I think she's really cool. She, I don't know, is pretty iconic if you ask me, because her first doll was such an on-the-nose parody spoof interpretation of Billie Eilish. Before I actually collected Rainbow High, I at least knew of the brand because of this doll. And I remember seeing it on the shelves like, that's Billie Eilish, like, be real. And yeah, I was always drawn to this doll. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be unboxing her in this video. She's part of my inbox collection, but we can at least take a look side by side at them inbox to see what they're all about. But yeah, I don't know. Jade is just really cool, and I feel like MJ doesn't like her. Like, if another doll were to get cut after Poppy, my money is on Jade, just because she never really shows up in other lines. You know, this is a mainline kind of series, so she's here, but as far as this reboot goes, we also got 4 Slumber Party dolls. Jade was not included. And then we got 4 like budget swim dolls. Jade is not included. And when these characters, when this lineup of dolls kind of pops up randomly, Jade's never one of those dolls. Like Violet got the costume ball doll, Skylar had the like fashion studio playset, Sunny had the 2-pack with Luna. Ruby's not that loved, but she did get like a special holiday pack. I think that was at Sam's Club. That was like a bedroom playset with her winter break doll second outfit, but a different pair of shoes. It was weird, but it was still something. It's still something. It feels like Jade is always left to the wayside. So pretty sad because I feel like, you know, isn't Jade popular? Am I making that up? I feel like people like Jade. Well, I'm one of those people, so let's get started and see what she's all about. Okay, real quick, I'm going to show off Jade in box before we open her up. And I've shown these boxes before. I really do like them. I think they look really good. You know, they really are focusing on the slime, which they should be focusing on the fashion. So Rainbow High is just, you know, they don't have their priorities straight right now. But I think I have faith and I have hope they will get back on track. I really do. I really do. And here is this artwork. And Jade's pet seems to be like a monkey unicorn hybrid. So okay, the artwork on the back, love this artwork. I think they look really good. I prefer the artwork in full color rather than just like the holographic shift that it was prior. And I love this glitter holographic effect as well. Really, really eye-catching on the shelves. I will say, even if Rainbow High is flopping as far as like slime and articulation and all that jazz, they know how to do packaging. They know how to do packaging. It's always so good. And yeah, I do think it's a little deceptive, however, that the shoes are packed as if there's some extra accessory, because as you can see, Jade does not come wearing shoes. I don't like that. It just is meant to fill the box up, but I rather have something of use, you know, because the shoes should already come on the doll. Just my opinion. And then here is the first release Jade. Love her. Rest in peace to our second outfits. You are still dearly missed. But yeah, she looks good. There is the back of the box. And we will do a rough comparison side by side to see the evolution of Rainbow High as a brand. I think the new Jade is definitely giving less Billie Eilish, but you can still kind of see the influence on her style. I feel like they are a little bit stumped with Jade as far as like her aesthetic and her styling goes. I don't know, she always seems a little inconsistent. Like, does she have snakeskin? Is that part of her aesthetic or not? And then, you know, it's kind of streetwear, but this isn't very streetwear, like a mini skirt. So they're a little confused with Jade. They're a little, I feel like they're a little unsure of her overall as a character in the brand, but I also feel like they know fans like her, so they can't get rid of her like they did Poppy. But then again, fans like Poppy, so I really can't say. I'm just gonna stop talking now and we're gonna take a look at Jade. So let's get started. Y'all, mid filming this video, my fan club Rochelle just showed up and I'm so distracted because I want to look at her, but I already started this Jade video, so we're gonna finish that. But keep your eyes peeled because yeah, I want to do a video on Rochelle too because I think she's cool. Okay, sorry for the disruption. Okay, let's go. Okay, Jade is unboxed, and I was inclined to remove my Sunny Army from the back, but I don't know, the color scheme, it's kind of giving like lemon lime vibes. So I'm just gonna keep the Sunnies in the back. But yeah, I have my extra Jades position there because, you know, we're talking about Jade today, and I think she looks really good. But right off the bat, first thing is this hair, this gel is just the worst thing ever. And I like the tinsel, and I know it's going to be fine once I wash it out, but there's like one tiny section that I managed to avoid gel. And as you can see, that part did not, and this part did not. This part's kind of nice, like this one little section right here, just this part. But yeah, they really need to stop it with the gel. I know it's probably for, you know, transit, so the dolls, when they're shipped, the hair looks nice. I get the logistics behind it, but this is a terrible play experience for both adult collectors and young children. It's just not fun. And I don't love this default hairstyle. I do plan on washing Jade's hair and trying to come up with something different. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping there's a part line under there. It looks a little thick right here, so we shall see. We shall see. I don't think there will be. I think it's just going to be, you know, a high pony kind of hairstyle. But I'm hopeful. There's Jade's gorgeous face. One thing they keep doing, and it seems so inconsistent, is these like black lines in the smile, like the creases of the smile. It actually does not look bad on camera, but in person it does bug me. So I always try to find a doll where those black lines are not, you know, really noticeable and thick. But other than that, like Jade's lipstick looks great. This doll has really pretty blushing, which it feels like the new reboot junior high slumber party dolls have almost no blushing. So it's nice that she has some life to her face. I really love her makeup. This like very smoky green, and then it fades and it kind of changes. This is a little bit more of a yellow green, and it kind of changes color a little bit. And look at that graphic liner. I'm so glad she has really cool and unique makeup because, you know, despite everything else, at least we are getting gorgeous faces. The brows are nice. The glitter is intense. It is very intense. And with this very harsh, direct light on it, it's not very flattering. But I think, you know, with natural room lighting, it looks a lot better. And I kind of like it, which is bizarre, just because not every doll in my collection has this facial glitter. What, 3 of my 50+ Rainbow High dolls have it. Like, it makes them different and unique. And with the reception we've seen, I doubt we will see this again in the future. So I kind of, you know, I like it for what it is. And here is Jade's outfit. This is very reminiscent of her Fantastic Fashion Dolls dress. Unfortunately, it is all one piece, as you can see. So if you take the shirt off, this really cool silver netting metallic mesh comes with it. But there are definitely people out there who are going to separate it from the t-shirt so they can reuse it. And yeah, that's cool too. And underneath it says, "Dare to dream," with a green star, I think. And then I really like this skirt. It's got some green metallic foiling, kind of in an acid wash print over top, just a green fabric, almost like denim. There are really cool pockets on the side. Let's see. Okay, Rainbow High, see, you're not dead fully yet. We still got some Velcro action. That was surprising. I am genuinely shook because, you know, with Rainbow High these days, you just never know. On both sides, and there's little ribbons and a buckle detail. Really like this skirt. Mine has a little bit of a crease line right here, maybe just the way the pocket was sewn on, but it's cool. And then her shoes, they say rainbow, and then the N of the rainbow is on the heel. They do have pink on the sole, kind of as a throwback to her first doll. I feel like these type of chunky sneakers fit Jade, and then some of the other characters, they fit less, but they do fit Jade, so I'll give her that. I wish she had some type of something here, like Sunny had those really nice, you know, kind of like stockings. I wish she had something, but it's fine. But yeah, that is basically what we get with Jade. I really like her. All things, you know, all things given, all things said. Okay, the rest of the things that Jade Hunter comes with are very much centered around her slime. So instead of a second outfit like we've seen in the past, we're now getting lots of things so you can make slime and stick it into various objects for fun and elevate your Rainbow High play experience, supposedly. So I've done this twice. I'm gonna do the third time. I don't know. I kind of like making it, and it makes the process of unboxing Jade just feel more complete for me, if that makes sense. Maybe it doesn't, but yeah, I feel like there are other gimmicky type dolls where I don't really like their gimmick. Like, I love the Magic Mixie's Pixlings dolls, but I made the potion once, and then every other Pixling I get, I don't make the potion. I just pull the doll out. So at least I'm making the slime on these because, you know, I feel like a lot of people skip them. And I have some water. There's a fill line. And let's just fill it up real quick. Okay. Perfect. And then you're supposed to give it a vigorous shake, which I will do slightly on camera and then the rest off camera because, you know, I want it to be as vigorous as possible. But, you know, just make sure it's sealed. I do a really tight squeeze and just a, you know, a good shaking. I feel like despite squeezing this thing as tight as I can, I still feel water come out of it when I shake it, which I don't like that. So I shook it for like a minute. I think they say to do it for a minute. Yeah, there's instructions and everything that you get, but this is not my first rodeo now. This is my third slime doll, so I'm getting the hang of it. And then after the sets, we'll add the glitter, which I think in Sunny's video I said I would not be doing that anymore, but I'm actually going to double down and add some of this green glitter that the doll comes with and some of my own silver glitter because Jade has silver as her secondary color. And I just really want to make this as fun of an experience as I can. And while the slime sets, we'll take a look at her other accessories. So these dolls come with the doll stand. Thank goodness. I'm so glad that has not been axed in all of this. If the stand was axed, I think that would really be my last straw. But we still get it, so cool. And then we get this new mold for the comb. It has this agitator sort of stir stick on the end, and I think that's probably an RH. It's not focusing. Yeah, just a little doll comb. We get her pet, whose name is Sweet Pea. Yes, Sweet Pea. And it is like a monkey type unicorn creature. I don't know if it's my favorite. Maybe I would say I like it more than Skylar's pet, which is I think Bluebell, but less than Sunny's, which is I couldn't tell you. I can't remember that pet's name. But yeah, these are cool. The head comes off. It is kind of a tight pull. And you can stuff and store the slime in there once you finish making it. You can't really store all the slime. It's like a really tight fit if you try to store all of the slime, I've learned. But yeah, there's the pet. And then she gets a purse. I think her purse is ugly. This one's just ugly. Like, Skylar's purse was okay. I love Sunny's bag, but why is it that Jade gets this, like, briefcase with barely any green on it? It's kind of got silver cage, like, I don't know, design with a lock and a tiny flimsy little handle. I feel like her purse is one of the worst. So not too happy about that. Like, let's see what it looks like if Jade holds it with no slime. as I suspected. Not that great. It just doesn't look that good. It's fine. I don't know. Not my favorite. And I feel like I need to mention this because, you know, these dolls have a lot of changes. One of those being we've lost articulation. So in the wrist, as you can see, oops, hitting my camera, there's no bend. So it does make dressing the dolls very difficult. There are going to be certain fashions you have from older Rainbow High dolls that you're going to have a really hard time getting on. So I don't like that, and I don't want my first instinct when I get these dolls to be like, they need to get rebodied, let's rebody them. Like, I really don't. But sometimes it feels like your hands are tied if you want to put them in certain fashions. So if anything, I hope they bring back wrist articulation. I am sad as well about losing this thigh swivel. So before the thighs could, you know, swivel, like I can't really show you on Jade because of her cage skirt looking thing. But yeah, the thighs would swivel and it really made posing really nice. And we lost that as well as wrist articulation. So I'm hoping that's just a one-off for this current iteration of Rainbow High. And when we get new dolls in a couple months, they have their articulation back and we're all happy and we can go about our lives. But yeah, those two changes really, really suck. And I think the faces are still gorgeous. The hair is still really nice. Fashion has something left to be desired, but the articulation is really, really, really a bummer. There are solutions to it, like I said, through rebodying, but I don't know about you. I don't have just extra dolls that I'm going to like yank their heads off and steal their bodies. So that involves having to hunt for dolls secondhand really cheap, getting like skin tone matches. Like it just involves a lot of effort for us adult collectors. Not that it's impossible, but I mean, it sucks. It sucks, you know? Okay, so I left the slime in there for like an hour because I went and got dinner. I had In-N-Out. It was delicious. But I am back now, so we can add the glitter. I just didn't want to add the glitter beforehand and then have it all over my hands before, you know, I ate. So let's see how it's set. It's pretty stiff, you know, like when you poke it. You can see. Okay. I am trying to be better because last time I just like shoved it in there and then I think that was a bad experience. So I'm gonna try to be smart about this and, you know, see what we can do. Here it is. This one is actually, of all the slimes, I like this color the best because it reminds me of Nickelodeon. So it has that going for it. And then I'm going to rest this on top and hope it doesn't collapse because my thought process is I want to like fold the glitter in and maybe that'll be better. Okay. This is intense glitter. Oh, it's already falling. This one's intense. And I don't think I'm going to add it all because last time I added it all and it didn't really work out. So we'll see if I need to add more. That's how much I'm leaving in there. Oh, I'm spilling more. I'm spilling more. Okay. Okay. And then let's add a little silver just because, you know, I want to see what the finer glitter looks like in it because the glitter they give you is a little chunky. This glitter is fine. So I'm just trying to, you know, have fun with it. And let me show you. There is what my setup looks like. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it in and maybe that'll be a better experience than last time where I was like shaking it in the shaker. You can see all the glitter just right there. Okay. Yeah, I know the slime is a terrible idea. I think it's so stupid, but you know, I want to have fun with it because unfortunately it's what they gave us and I'm trying to embrace it as best as I can. This is already way better of an experience. If you saw my Sunny video, you know that was a hot mess. This looks pretty good. There's a little on me, which is bound to happen, but yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not a slime expert. I occasionally will watch a slime video on TikTok when like they give them to me, but I never buy those fancy TikTok slimes. Okay, that's what we're working with. It looks kind of cool. I like the silver in it. The green glitter kind of reflects gold a little bit, so I'm glad I added the silver. And yeah, now the idea, once you have this slime glitter, which still is affecting me, better than Sunny's, but still, nonetheless, you are supposed to put it in her shoes and her bag and her pet. And I don't know what I'm going to do this time. Last time I did the shoes in the bag. Let me just do the bag because this briefcase seems like it holds a lot. Let's see. I'm wondering if I can just get it all in there. This might be easy. Her bag looks big. That's something I wonder too, is like the volume potential of all of their bags, if it's the same or if it's different between the dolls. Because like I don't feel like every character's bag can carry all the slime like Jade's is. Like I don't think I'd be able to stuff all the slime in a Sunny's bag. It's a, what is that? A cylinder. Whereas this is a rectangle. This feels like it is able to store more slime in it. So yeah, I don't know the math on that, but there it is. You can also choose to put that slime in the pet or the shoes. I did the shoes before. It was a lot of work and I don't know, it just took a long time. So I just figured, let's try the bag out. It works. She's carrying around slime and she's gonna slime someone. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Also, someone commented last time, they were like, oh my God, I can't stand when you touch the dolls with the glitter on your hand. And it made me laugh because it's not a big deal to me, but I know to some it's a big deal, so I'm sorry. But yeah, that is the slime experience. I like it-ish, sort of. It's growing on me. I'm having a better time than I did with Skylar. So, third time's the charm, yeah. Okay, before I keep going, I am going to wash this glitter off, so I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, and yeah, the glitter was fine. I think a lot of people hate it, which you're allowed to hate it, but I'm kind of a convert, I'll say. I don't know how. I actually don't know what to do with all this extra green glitter right here, because I don't really want to add it, so I'm probably just gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. We'll figure that out later. But before I wash this Jade's hair, which I will do, and I'll show the style in this video because, you know, I like to sometimes do the hair and then show y'all what I do and, you know, what the potential is. Just because for me, I know what the default doll is gonna look like out of the box. You kind of have a good idea, but I also kind of like to see the doll's full potential and give them a fighting chance, right? And most of my dolls, when they have box hair, I wash it. So depending what mood I'm in and how much energy I have on any given video, it just depends if I wash their hair and include that portion. But for Jade, I'm feeling up to the challenge. So that'll be towards the tail end of this video. But before I get there, I just want to compare their makeup and see what the differences are. And I will take this slime briefcase off because, you know, it does add some weight to the dolls. But yeah, look at that. Let's just look at it real quick. It is kind of pretty. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I think I don't want to give it too much credit. It's not that great. It's just okay. And then let's see. So this was the latest Jade we had. I loved her. I think everyone loved the black lip. I wish Rainbow High did that more. And here we have their faces. Okay, right off the bat, the brows really do a lot in determining like the vibe. As you can see, Fantastic Fashion Jade on the left. Her brows are placed lower, but mine is also wonky. Her right brow is printed over her eyeshadow, so it kind of gives her a slanted look. Yeah, it's fine. I still think she's really pretty. Whereas this new Slime Jade, her brows are much, much higher, which I think does give her a little bit more of a youthful look. They are a lot darker as well, as you can see. They're not darker per se, but more brown. The ones on the left are a little bit more shadowy and smoked. Shape-wise, they also taper less on the slime doll. On the Fantastic Fashion Jade, they really go to a fine point. And then if we compare the makeup, very similar in concept as far as like graphic liner goes. You can see the Slime Jade has a lot bigger of that sort of pointy lightning bolt graphic liner, and that is sort of reminiscent from this Fantastic Fashion doll. You can see it there as well, just a lot smaller and more refined. And then the lips are, I mean, completely different. A black lip from a more neutral kind of glossy lip. I like both. I do like both. We do have pierced ears, just no earrings, which I mean is stupid. They should give us earrings. But yeah, very different faces. But it makes sense given the context, right? If you're going to walk the fashion runway, you want to be looking fierce and have a certain type of runway ready look versus, you know, Slime Jade is giving more like everyday go into class kind of look. So I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think this Jade is really pretty. I really like her face and I'm happy with her. Okay, I'm going to now take some time to wash this Jade's hair and I'll come back and see what we can do with it because this gel is not to my liking and I want to get it out of her hair as quickly as I can. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am in the middle of washing Jade's hair, hence why she's wrapped up and kind of wet. But the best news ever. I'm so happy. She has a middle part, which I was not expecting. I mean, I kind of guessed it because her hair is very thick and puffy right here, which is a good indicator that she might have her hair parted. And I feel like I've seen no one talk about this anywhere, and I had no clue, and I was just like a hopeful optimist, and my dreams came true. But the one thing, I don't know if this is going to be consistent for every single doll, but just because the way the hair was styled and snatched up, when I was washing, her part line is a little spotty. Like you can kind of see right there. It's not thatched, right? So there are some spotty patches where it got a little messed up, and I'm going to take some time right now and just fix up that part line and rethatch that hair, which is not the easiest thing to do, and you don't have to do that, but it's something that I care about because I like my part lines to look nice and neat and clean. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I just wanted to mention this mid hair wash because I'm so excited, but it is, it can get a little messed up just because the way the hair was styled. Okay, y'all, I just spent maybe 40 minutes trying to fix up Jade's center part because the way it was styled and when I was washing it, it kind of got messed up, and it's still not perfect. Like if you really look closely with a magnifying glass, it's not perfect. It's better, not seamless, but I did my best, and I just thatched it by hand using like I used an earring because I needed a really fine point, and my rat tooth comb was too thick. But even though she's basically dry now, her hair, because I was handling the part line for so long, as I was brushing through, there's still clumps of gel. So I'm going to give her another shampoo and then condition and then come up with a cute style. But I just want to explain real quick how to fix up like a part line, because I didn't film it because it's very complicated and it's really tough to do. But let me explain real quick. So basically how Rainbow High does part lines is they thatch the hair, right? And imagine there's like rows of hair that run parallel, okay? So each of my fingers, for example, imagine they are plugs of hair, okay? And they are rooted like this, so there's a little gap in between. But, you can't just put the hairs like this magically. Like the factory does that, right? When the hair crisscrosses like that and you have a beautiful part line, like imagine that. Well, when they do it in the factory and they thatch it, it's so much easier. To do it by hand, it takes a lot of effort. So I had hair like this, right? That wasn't thatched. So you have to separate it plug by plug, and then you move it one direction, move another direction, like that, until you have that thatch, that crisscross. And it just takes a long time to do it by hand. I literally used this earring, as you can see, to do it. It's not going to focus. It's just so I had a little point that was really fine so I could separate the plugs. But it took me a long time. It was not easy. And the reason, I guess, part lines exist is so it's easier to style so you don't have bald spots. And like, I have an example. I put my Roxy Grand, I put her hair into pigtails, and she has a side part, as you can see right here. But that side part does not go all the way to the back of her head. So if you were to turn her around, ta-da, she's bald, right? Because this hair, there's not a part line. These hairs are not thatched to create like a seamless, vision. That's why up here in the front, if you look right there where the hair is parted and thatched, it looks really nice. You don't see any scalp. And if you turn her around, hot mess, right? So a lot of dolls don't have a full part line. They usually just have it to like right here, as you can see with Jade. Like usually, depending on the doll, the hair is just parted to like kind of right here at this point. So that much is parted, and then the rest in the back isn't. So if I were to put Jade's hair up into pigtails, this, part of her scalp would just be visible, which is fine. Typically, dolls only have a full part line if they come with like a default style in like pigtails. Like for example, Brianna came like that because her default style is pigtails. Other dolls have really, really intricate part lines like Costume Ball, Robin Sterling, Oliver Ocean, just depending on the hairstyle. So yeah, that's just a little spiel rant about part lines. I'm glad Jade has one, but it just put a little bit of extra time on my schedule, which is okay, I guess. Okay, I am all finished with Jade. This was an all-night affair, like this video and filming and doing her hair and fixing her part line and restyling her hair. Like, it's been a journey, but I'm happy that I, gave this doll the time to try and fix her up and see what her potential was. And she has pretty good potential. I think she looks gorgeous. And I was so pleasantly surprised that underneath that ugly default hairstyle, she had a middle part. So I feel like I've seen no one talk about that. I never knew that. I just like this doll. And so I'm happy that I discovered it. So if you were hesitant and now maybe that changes things for you, I guess that's cool. I hope, maybe, question mark. But yeah, I really like her. I did restyle her a little bit, obviously the hair, but also her fashion. I gave her Harley Limestone's neon green tights, and these heels are from the Color and Create dolls, and then I added scrunchies as well. I was very much inspired by her junior high doll. Hopefully you can see the likeness in both of them. I think this is actually a pretty cute duo. Unfortunately, I display her with junior high Bella, so not happening, but still cool. And yeah, I also am getting very strong Wicked vibes because her pet is a monkey. So it's kind of like flying monkey. I don't know, she's giving me like a Citizen of Oz, sort of. And yeah, I really like her. The scrunchies, like I said, are from the Color and Create doll. And so it's sort of, you know, you see the vision, you see the vision. But also, this Jade only has like black on her t-shirt, the lettering. Other than that, like even her shoes didn't have any black on them. So I was trying to restyle her and add black to her outfit, but it just kind of felt unbalanced, like especially if I was doing like a black shoe. So I kind of just leaned into the white color aesthetic, especially since the scrunchies were white. Yeah, and I'm happy with it. I think she looks really cool. And I'll show you the hair a little bit more up close. I've really been feeling those like front bang tendrils that you kind of tie back. It's a very much like a Sunny Madison look, but I've recently gotten really good at doing it, so I like it. And then yeah, just these sort of like half mini pigtails. You can see some scalp, but it's fine. And the tinsel was really easy to manage. Maybe like 1 or 2 pieces came out. And I use a wide tooth comb when I'm dealing with tinsel so it doesn't snag. But yeah, look how soft and silky and smooth this hair is. It's so flowy and gorgeous. Fixed the part line, as you can see. Yeah, I love her. I'm obsessed. They, you know, they have potential. They really do. And I know it's really easy to just be pessimistic and want to hate on these girls, but if you give them the time of day, you really can have a gorgeous doll. Is it, you know, the best fashion doll on the market? Probably not, but I still really, really love her. I think it's so weird because I loved the Sunny doll, but I kind of kept her very true to form. You know, I switched up her jacket and that was about it. And I redid her little front tendril curls. And other than that, it's basically how she came. But I almost feel more attached to this Jade now because of how much like effort I've put into her. And that's sort of how I always feel. Like anytime I spend more time doing a doll's hair or, you know, just taking care of them a little bit more, I tend to feel more connected to them. So I feel really connected to this Jade, and she's one of my favorites. I know, right? Isn't that a little crazy to say that? But she is. She's one of my favorites. I really like her. And I need to slow down because I don't need more of these slime dolls. Like I said, this is going to probably be the last one for a while until the other 3 go on sale. But I think she's a good last hurrah, if I do say so myself. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I also want to say I'm very close to 2,000 subscribers, which is very exciting. So thank you to everyone who, you know, watches my videos, likes them, comments, and has subscribed. I'm not someone where I'm like always constantly like plugging my channel. It's just not really my personality type. You know, I'm not like click on notifications and subscribe now and, you know, all that jazz. Like I care about it, yeah, but I don't know. I'm more focused on just creating fun content and trying to be innovative and creative and imaginative and more of those things. I feel like that's more my jazz and more my style. So I just want to say thank you. I don't always, you know, talk about this stuff, but I think every now and then it's good to, you know. But that's all I have. Thanks for hanging out with me. And Rochelle will be next whenever I feel up to it. I'm a little exhausted after tonight, but she's on my radar. But yeah, that's all I have for you today. My name is Eli, and this is my channel, Jack Elijah, and I'll see you next time. Bye.